Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So, don't know if y'all noticed, but I am sporting a new do. I actually wanted to do an entire video on my hair, but it's not quite where I want it to be, so once it's there, I'll do one. But this is like the first time I've filmed in like 2 weeks, and I can tell this bitch is way out of the loop. Like, I just want to sit on my ass all day, watch British comedy or porn, one of those, and do abso-fucking-lutely nothing. But I actually got these in the mail today, so I'm gonna test the shit out of these. And I know I did say it's not about the people behind the product, but I just have to say it right now, I fucking love Jaclyn Hill. I mean, even if these palettes suck kitty titty, I will still let you know, but Jaclyn, oh, I just want to be friends with her. I feel like she's the skinny bougie version of me because this hooker is not bougie at all. But we both have sass up the ass, and that is why I love her, and I guess she's kind of talented. But I got this the moment it came out, and you want to talk about shade, instead of using Jaclyn's code, I used Nikki's. I figured she's probably getting at least a few G's from this, why not help out another YouTuber friend of mine? I say friend as if they actually know who the fuck I am. But like I said, I did get this directly from the Morphe website, and with the code that I used, I think it was under 40 bucks. Which for 4 Morphe palettes, that shit is impressive. I don't think there's been a Morphe palette yet that I've disliked, but I do know that they had a little bit of a kerfuffle with this. I believe right as this was about to launch, they were finding errors in the manufacturing of it, and everything was kind of inconsistent. I didn't really keep up with the drama that seemed to encapsulate this collection, but from what I understand, they did push this back a few months. I have no idea if the ones that were sent out as PR were good or if those were fucked up too, but I'm guessing these are all good now. But a little bit of a background story with this collection for those of us who don't already know. When Morphe and Jaclyn originally created their iconic collaboration, Jaclyn had a shit ton of shades that weren't put into the collection, so she created an entire new collection using those left out shades, calling it the Vault Collection. But back to Miss Jackie, there are 4 palettes in this little collection, which I absolutely love, but it also kind of fucking pisses me off too, because now this is gonna be a long ass video and I'm gonna have to make 4 looks with these bitches. Ooh, damn, this packaging is actually really cute. It comes all book style where you can just pull them out. Very nice. This definitely makes it much easier to store, and I love how adorable the packaging is because this is something that I wouldn't mind being displayed up on my makeup shelf. But let's go ahead and open these up and see what we're working with. And I'm not gonna lie, now that I'm holding one of these on its own, this is literally light as air. Like, it is very, very inexpensively made. I mean, it looks very cute, but just know that you're not getting that heavy kind of semi-luxe feel that Morphe normally has, which, honey, these palettes were less than 10 bucks a piece. I'm not gonna bitch about it. I just wanted to let you know kind of how they feel. Anyways, this is the Dark Magic palette. Oh shit, that is pretty. Oh my god. It is definitely on the dark kind of ashy side, but I still kind of fucking love it. Like, if you were to compare these to her first palette, these are definitely not quite as saturated, but they're still beautiful. Oh shit, especially that green right there, Potion. Oh, fuck me in the nose. That is fucking beautiful. Alright, the next palette we have is Armed and Gorgeous, which here we have it. That is beautiful as well, although that green kind of looks a lot like the other one. Okay. It kind of is. I think this one might be a little bit deeper than this, and this one kind of has a little bit more yellow in it. Maybe they did that because not everybody's gonna buy the entire 4 palette collection, but still, that's kind of weird to have 2 very similar shades. Whatever though, it's a good thing. I really like those greens, but this palette is so beautiful, and this one is definitely super saturated. Next up, we have Bling Boss, and oh, fuck me, that is beautiful. Oh my god, especially these purples right here. Oh, that purple actually looks very familiar. Where have I seen that before? Un momento. Oh, nope. I was just rearranging my entire makeup collection because that is a shit show, and I happened upon the Cookie and Cosmetics shadows, and it kind of looks the same, but not really. Like, this one's the Cookie and one, and obviously Jaclyn's is in the pan, but like from a distance they look the same, but they definitely aren't, so never mind. No, but for real though, they both are beautiful purples, but definitely not the same. This palette is again kind of on the ashy side with a few pops of color, but still, oh, I love it. And finally, where the fuck did I put my palettes? How the fuck did I lose it? Oh, there it is. Finally, we have Ring the Alarm, which, okay, this one honestly isn't that exciting. Like, it is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's very reminiscent of the 35O palette. I do like it, but it's not like, whoa, orgasmic. I'm gonna be honest here, and I think my favorite palette so far is this Dark Magic one. It just reminds me of like a swamp creature, which is basically me. I'm on the Morphe website, and there really isn't much on this website describing these palettes, but they do say, get in on the color heist of the year. Jaclyn Hill is giving you the code to a killer vault where she stashed her top secret shades in 4 badass palettes. Simple yet very unhelpful. Okay, I think I do want to use all of these palettes and create one look per palette. The looks might be on the more simple side because I do have somewhat sensitive eyes and I'm gonna look like I got stung by a fucking bee by the end of this, but I still want to dip into each of them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and swatch and do a look with these bitches. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have the top row of Dark Magic, which is Poof, Power Cut, Trickery, and Diversion, and these are absolutely beautiful. Like, they felt amazing on my fingertips. I really didn't have to dip much into the pan in order to get some on my fingers, and they swatched so damn good. Like, they are not patchy. They didn't really seem to have much fallout. They just look really damn good. And here we have the second row, which is Potion, Busted, Inside Job, Mojo, and Temptress, and these two are very pretty, but I don't really know why these look so patchy and kind of wet. I did put them over a primer, but the primer was dry, but Potion especially just kind of looks like vomit. Like, I was really looking forward to that color, but like, look at the way it looks on my hand. That just isn't right. That black though, Temptress, is honestly one of the deepest, most pigmented blacks that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, that bitch is gorgeous. And moving on to the next palette, which is Ring the Alarm, we have the top row, which is Lolly, Rush, On Camera, Boom, and Alert. These are so fucking stunning. Rush really isn't the most pigmented shadow in the world, at least when it comes to swatching, but I feel like on a brush it'll be amazing. But Lolly, holy shit, that is so beautiful. So far though, even with both palettes, I'm actually really impressed. And for the second row, we have Bomb Ass, Siren, Mugshot, Framed, and Secret, and these are beautiful as well, but I'm noticing that with the mattes, it's either hit or miss. Like, some of them are really good and then others just aren't as pigmented. And like we all know, swatching really doesn't mean jack shit. They could perform amazingly on a brush, but just for visual's sake, I feel like they're just not the best. It's not like they're bad, but they're not the best. Trust me, we have had much worse with much more expensive shadows on this channel, so I'm really not unhappy. Up next, we have the third palette, which is Bling Boss, and the top row is Bling Bling, Hush Hush, Gem, Pizzazz, and Mystic, and I am so glad y'all can't see me right now because I'm pretty sure I creamed myself. Hold on, let me look. Yes, I definitely did. These shadows are so fucking stunning. Like, that purple, oh my god, and that highlight shade right there on the end, oh damn. Like, I do not use this term lightly, but I am shook. Literally, my wig has been snatched, my weave has been stolen, and this bitch needs a new one. Because these shadows are out of this world. I mean, maybe I'm just being super dramatic, but if you could see this purple in person, your life would be ended. But we all know this bitch is very partial to purple, so I'm just super happy about that one. Oh my god. I just swatched Berry Treasure, and it's like a multi-chrome. It goes from black to purple to green. Look at that! Oh! Wait, can you even see it? Shit, you probably can't even see it. Wait, there we go. Oh! Oh god damn, that is everything I needed in my life. I can die a happy gay now. Oh, actually it kind of loses that once you swatch it on the hand. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have the second row, which is Sparks, Glitz and Glam, Rockstar, Ballsy, and Berry Treasure, and I don't know what to think about this. I think I found my wig. It is back in the building. It's not like these aren't absolutely beautiful, especially the shimmers like Ballsy. Oh, that is gorgeous, but Berry Treasure, I'm just kind of disappointed in. Like, it looked so damn pretty on my finger, but then once I applied it to the skin, it just turned like a black with a pinky shift. That shade is just a big ass tease, and now I kind of don't even want to use it on a brush because I'm scared that all the multi-chrome pigment will just disappear and I'll be left with a black. Oh, that is so disappointing. Damn it, Jackie. But still, you gotta admit, she looks stunning in the pan. Like, look at how cool that is. Well, I'm just gonna have to text her and tell her my thoughts. Right after that, I'll have brunch with Oprah. Oh my god, I swatched VIP. That is literally like looking into the doors of heaven. God damn. Last up, we have Armed and Gorgeous. With the top row, we have a VIP, Access, Guilt Trip, Coin, and Agent. And I don't know if it's just me, but these almost don't look real against my skin. Like, they are that beautiful. And I just cannot get over how bright and vibrant VIP is. Like, that is just so weird looking. But the shimmers are just so breathtaking. The mattes, I mean, I could give or take them. They aren't that great. At least they don't swatch that great. But the shimmers, oh, fuck me in IKEA. That is just something else. And last, and hopefully not least, we have the bottom row, which is Top Secret, Smooth Criminal, Secure, Prowl, and Classified. And I do not understand what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Like, these are swatched over Smashbox Primer, but I don't know if it's just my dry skin or what, but these don't look that great. I have a very difficult time believing that Morphe would actually launch products that swatch like this, so I'm I'm just gonna blame this on me because I do have very dry skin, and I'm guessing that probably affected these, so I'm very sorry. Let me try swatching these elsewhere, maybe like on my wrist. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is definitely the roughness of my hand. The bitch will moisturize more. Sorry. I take back everything negative that I've ever said. All right, let's go ahead and start with the first look. I'm gonna prime my eyes with NYX's Shadow Base, and I am gonna wait to do my foundation till the very end, and I'm only gonna be able to do a wear time test with one of these palettes, so that is that. Otherwise, it'd take me a damn week to review these. And let's start off with the Armed and Gorgeous palette. I think I'm gonna start light, and let's dip in with a Morphe M433 into Access. And with that, I'm just gonna blend it all along the crease line and kind of use it as a transition shade. All right, that seems to be going on nicely. I am having to dip in quite a few times to get anything to show up, but still, this bitch is slowly coming to the party. Ooh, yes, I actually really like that color. But it does seem to apply and blend out super easily, although I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't seem to have quite as much pigment as a Morphe shadow usually does. Like, I've no joke dipped into this pan probably 6 or 7 times, and I have a feeling this is probably as good as I'm gonna get it. Not a bad thing at all, they're just not quite as poppin' as I'm used to. Next, let's deepen this up a bit with some Secure, and I'm just taking that on the same brush. Let's go ahead and place that right in the crease as well, a little bit below that yellow that we just laid down. Ooh, bitch, that's pretty. And please do not get me wrong when I say they're not as pigmented as what I'm used to. That doesn't mean they're not pigmented. Like, there's definitely a place in the world for not super duper pigmented shadows, and that actually makes these a lot more user friendly. Because not everybody wants, like, bam, sit on your face color. Wait, no, that's not right. I meant in your face color. Then with a small pencil brush, let's dip into Smooth Criminal. And with that shade, I'm gonna go along the entire crease line, but kind of push it into the socket. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Okay, but these colors complement each other really well, like really well. And when you blend them out, you don't instantly lose them. Like, you can still see each color in its definition. And then I think I want to be on the bold side and use this green on the eyelid, although we do have that other green. Do I really want to use this now? Eh, what the fuck, let's dip into it. I'm going in with a flat brush, and I'm gonna gently dab that all over the eyelid. I have no idea if I maybe should have been putting this over concealer or not, because there is definitely a lot of fallout. I think that probably would have made it a little bit more vibrant and rich looking to do like an actual cut crease, but you know what? It is what it is, and we'll make it look banging. Oh god, let's see if I can dust this away. Here we go. Oh fuck. Oh, it definitely left a bit behind and kind of looks like I got punched by a mafia member. That is special. Okay, just for everybody's future reference, if you're gonna use this green, either use it with a fluffy brush or put it over a concealer, because it is messy as fuck and it's actually kind of patchy. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's actually kind of shifting colors. Like, it's dark in certain spots and then light in other spots. I'm really confused right now. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if it's the shadow or what. But on my finger, I'm dipping into Guilt Trip, and I'm just gonna place that right here in the center of the eye. Ooh, that's pretty. For the lower lash, I'm gonna start by smoking out some Smooth Criminal and also some Top Secret right along the lash line. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna finish this look with liner and lashes and whatnot, because I'm kind of over this palette. Like, it's not a bad palette at all. It's just that green kind of threw me for a loop. Like, this look was going so good until I put that color on here, and it's not like the look is bad or anything. It could be a totally pretty look, but truthfully, I'm just looking at it in the monitor and I'm ready to move on. So there's the first palette. Not necessarily a bad palette. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. Definitely put some powder or something under your eyes to catch the follow, because it's real. Otherwise, it really isn't that bad of a palette. All right, let's see. How can I fuck this next palette up? Ooh, we have the purple one. Let's of course start off with the lightest shade, so I'm dipping into Hush Hush with a fluffy brush. And like usual, I'm just placing that all along the crease line. This is such a beautiful, like, mauve-y color. I love it. And truthfully, I'm so tempted just to keep it super duper simple and just put like one of these shimmers on my lid and keep it simple but chic, but just for testing purposes, let's dip into a few of these. With that same brush, let's go into Rockstar. And I'm gonna blend that all along the lower crease and start working it upwards towards the brow. Ooh, fuck, that's a really pretty color too. It's almost like a bruisey color, but it blends in with that mauve perfectly. And I don't know what the hell the difference is, but with this palette, it seems like you really don't need a lot of shadow to get what you want. Like, I just very lightly dipped into the pan, yet I'm getting this beautiful payoff. And then let's deepen that up with a tiny bit of Mystic. And the weird thing about purples is that no matter how much you blend them, they're never gonna look blended on cameras. Like, I do not understand what the fuck is up with that, but look at that. And on a little pencil brush, let's dip into Berry Treasure. God, I'm so scared to use this one. Oh, see how unblended that looks? I swear to you, it does not look that bad in person. What the actual hell? But let's take that and kind of blend it out on the outer corner, and just like I thought would happen, pretty much all of the shimmer shift is gone. And as much as I would love to use this purple right here, I'm afraid that it might make this look a little bit too dark, so let's go in with Ballsy. And I'm just gonna take it on my finger and kind of tap it on the inner 2/3 of my eye. And then for the very inner corner, I think I'm actually gonna dip into the first palette we did, which is Armed and Gorgeous, into VIP. And let's go ahead and highlight the inner corner of the eye with some of that. Oh, never mind. That is definitely the wrong color tone. tone. Let's try some of Bling Bling instead. And here's the second look, definitely a lot darker than what I was planning on, but I was really curious about that black. I'm not sure if you can really see much of the purple left on camera, but in person it looks purple, it looks bright, it looks vibrant. I really like this palette. I just wished it looked a little bit cleaner, but I think that once I did like an entire face of foundation and concealer and all that jizzery, then it would look a bit better. But overall, there really wasn't that much fallout. I like it. I just wish you couldn't see all this shit under my eyes. Oh my god, I need sleep. And on to the next look. All right, before we do this next look, let's just put a little bit of concealer under here. Next up, let's do, ooh, Dark Magic. And this time we are not gonna use black. For this palette, I'm gonna start with a big ass fluffy brush and dip into Poof. And I'm gonna dust that all over the eye to create kind of a blank canvas. Let's take some of Busted on a flat brush, and I'm gonna place that all over the eyelid. Oh shit, this has fallout. Okay, before I go any further, I'm gonna take some translucent powder and set it under my eyes to catch that fallout. Ooh, that color is so fucking pretty. Like, oh, I don't even know what to call this color. Like, it's almost like an aqua mixed with like a royal blue. She is just pretty. And for some reason, this has way less fallout than that green that we used before, and it's going on so much better. Now with a clean fluffy brush, let's go ahead and dip into Potion, and I'm gonna go along the crease and blend the edges of that blue out. She pretty too, damn. And then I'm gently tapping on a bit of Inside Job right here on the outer corner, although it does kind of seem to be the exact same color once blended out as Busted, so it's not really doing much. And then for the lower lash, let's take some more Potion and place it right along the lashes. And then let's brighten this bitch up with some Power Cut. Actually, before we go in with that, let's take some of Trickery. And I know this is a super dark shadow, but I'll go over that with a lighter shade. Oh, I love how you can still see the blue underneath, but it has kind of like an emerald shift. Yes, bitch, yes. And then just to kind of lighten the inner corner up, let's go in with Power Cut. And I'm just gonna keep that right here on the inner part to add a little bit of a highlight. Just for shits, I kind of want to take that green on a wet brush and see what it would do. I don't think that really made that much of a difference. In fact, it actually looks way darker. Ugh, I don't think I like that. Okay, no, let's just stop while we're ahead. And here we are with, what the fuck is this? The third look, I think? I actually really like this. I just wish there was like a mint or something in here that I could really highlight the green with. Actually, hold on just a second. Let's go in with some Pop Lux Nightlife. All right, let's highlight that inner corner like fuck yes. And I'm also gonna dab a tiny bit of that right there in the center of the lid. Okay, there we go. It's not like I dislike dark looks, it just needed a little bit of something. But we have another winner here. I know I didn't really use a lot of the shades here, but what I used I really liked. I don't know that you'd really be able to create a shit ton of looks using this palette, but still it has some nice pops of colors in it. It has some nudes, so it is versatile. And here we go onto the last palette. Also, not sure how long this video will actually be, but I've been filming for like 3 hours, so sorry about the length of the video and sorry about all the ads. But daddy has got to eat. And finally, we're onto the last palette, which as beautiful as these are, I'm actually okay with because my eyes kind of hurt. And I have no fucking clue why I saved this one for last because I think this is the one that I said was kind of boring. It is absolutely beautiful, but I think out of the entire collection, this one is the most plain. Still though, that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and create a simple glam look, and I'm gonna start by dipping a fluffy brush into Rush. And like usual, let's go ahead and blend that all along the crease as a transition shade. And I also want to say I'm very grateful that there's mirrors right here. Like, they are big, they are clear, they are beautiful. There is still some blue there in my mustachio. How the fuck long has that been there for? Anyways, let's go ahead and take that all along the crease line. Oh my god, this blends out like butter. This is so beautiful. Watch, this palette is gonna be my favorite out of the whole group. I would not put it past myself. Like, pretty much all the shadows have blended out pretty good, but some of them have been a little bit patchy. Like some of the more rich and vibrant colors, like those greens and blues. I think you can totally build these shadows up to not be patchy, but just know that in the beginning, they are gonna be a little bit patchy. But these more nude colors, Morphe has got that shit on lock. Like, they do so good with them. Next, on that same brush, let's take some of Alert and go ahead and place that right under that transition shade. This is like perfect for fall, which is coming up here shortly. Oh, pumpkin spice lattes, I am that basic bitch. And with that same brush, I'm tapping Framed right on the outer corner and then swinging that along the crease onto the inner eye. Let's smoke some mugshot out right on the lower lash, as well as a tiny bit of Secret. And then with a makeup wipe, let's go ahead and erase that edge. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, that didn't work like it does on Instagram. Then to finish up with the eyes, I'm dipping my finger into Lolly and placing that on the inner 2/3 of my eye, pretty much like we always do. I know we do tend to keep the looks somewhat similar on this channel, where there's like a shimmer on the inner corner, a dark color on the outer corner, and then of course some transition shade on the crease, but that's what's universally flattering, so I try to create looks that you guys can create as well. I know most people don't really follow along these tutorials and recreate these looks, but for those who do, these are just really easy, simple looks that are kind of fail-safe. Then over that, to kind of brighten this up, I'm gonna dab on a little bit of On Camera, and to highlight the inner eye, I'm going in with a little bit of Ofra's Rodeo Drive. So there's the final eye look. Let's go ahead and beat this face. For foundation, I'm going in with Dior in the shade 2.5N. And for concealer, of course, my favorite at the moment, which is Too Faced Born This Way away in the shade Vanilla. I would love to say these circles under my eyes are battle scars from being on my knees all night, but we all know that's not true. Insomniacs should not be allowed to have a Netflix account. I'm just gonna fluff a little bit more of mugshot right there in the lower lash. And we'll top this shit off with a little bit of a Cover FX setting spray. Oh my god. And here we are with the final look. I actually love it. I love oranges so damn much. Like, if I could be a pumpkin, I totally would. I mean, I practically am one now. But I'm very curious to know how these shadows will stand up. I feel like Morphe usually does a pretty good job during the wear time test, so let's go ahead and do that. I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 5-hour mark. I did eat a little something, so I had to change up my lipstick, retouch up my eyeliner, because this bitch has watery eyes. But even through the allergy tears, this shit has lasted amazingly. Like, this shadow looks so damn good. Not gonna lie though, there were a few points when my eyes just felt so damn heavy that I just wanted to rip this off, but I kind of have a feeling that's my false lashes. And I did end up editing everything that I filmed up to this point, and I actually really like the way my eyeshadow looks on camera. Like, it looks so much better on screen than it does in my monitor. I'm not saying they're anything close to being amazing, but they definitely looked a lot better. So what do I think about these palettes then? Okay, I have some mixed feelings. I don't think that I would necessarily recommend them individually. Like, I think I saw these retail online at Ulta for like $15 a piece, but I don't think I would pay 15 bucks for one of these. 30 something for the entire bundle? Yeah, that's more like it, because you can definitely get a lot of use out of these. But there are quite a few inconsistencies, and yes, I'm sure a lot of that was user error, but if I have issues, so will a lot of people. For example, the fallout, which on palettes, typically fallout really isn't that big of an issue. Just put a condom or some shit under your eyes to catch that fallout and you'll be fine. But there definitely was fallout, and I noticed that the shadows with the most fallout also were the splotchiest. A lot of the shadows were not splotchy at all. Like, they performed amazingly, but it seems to me the more unique shades kind of didn't impress me as much as the other shades. That's not to say you can't work with them and make them look absolutely amazing. I just think they take a little bit more work than the others. And with that being said, I don't really have many complaints. I think my least favorite shadow out of this entire palette was Berry Treasure, because even though it looks stunning in the pan, no matter how I use it, it does not look like that. Like, during the wear time test, I picked this up with different brushes. I used it wet, I used it dry, I used it over concealer, nothing really worked for me. No idea if that's just me that's having that issue, but pretty much everything else in this palette is stunning. So to have one shade out of 10 be a dud, I'm really not mad at that. Otherwise, I don't really have any complaints. I mean, these are very, very good. Are these as good a quality as her previous collaboration? I honestly can't answer that, because in her first palette, there seemed to be a lot more consistency, whereas with these, they're kind of all over the place. They're not bad palettes at all. I definitely recommend this collection, especially if you can get it for cheap. And I do think they were definitely worth the wait. I think they were totally worth the hype. I really, really like them. I think the positives of these totally outweigh the negatives. If you're looking for bright, beautiful, bold colors that are easily blendable and very user-friendly, then I totally recommend this. Definitely wait till they're on sale though, or at least use a code, because I don't think they're worth the full price. Still, these little bitches are very good. I'm definitely gonna use the fuck out of these. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplex.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplex.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.